The Technology Innovation Challenge is an exciting and dynamic addition to the NIC Fall Conference with the goal to identify solutions that are practical, relevant, and scalable for changing the delivery of care and services for seniors. An impressive panel of well-known senior care providers analyzed and interrogated 4 up-and-coming technology startups from the Aging 2.0 network with products geared specifically for the senior living space. Judging was based on sustainability, scalability, savings, resident and staff benefit, and overall impact of each startup. Each startup was given 4 minutes to pitch their solution to the panel of senior care executives for a chance to become the Innovation Challenge winner or audience favorite.
So Mike Eldsaune, I'm the CEO and co-founder of CareMonster. We offer a mobile app solution for families that we also work with providers on to help families kind of communicate, coordinate, and also connect with resources. So engagement, you hear this word a lot. I think you guys hear this word every day, multiple times a day. Family engagement, patient engagement, resident engagement. But what does it really mean? I think what we believe is that engagement is really just a small piece of an overall care experience for families and for residents. And I think it's something that, as CareMonster and as a company, it's something we believe should be the bigger focus at the end of the day. A little bit about us, this is our inspiration. This is why we created the app. Our family was going through this problem, so we set out to solve it. And it was really 3 key things. Who was there last, who's going to be there next, how those visits went. Not having those answers and not being able to communicate back and forth easily between one another often led to that frustration and overall very poor experience for us. That's when the opportunity came up, that light bulb moment, if you will. We realized that through technology and through existing customer apps and mobile apps, we could actually solve families' problem and help deliver a better overall care experience for those families in communities. So the first step for us was to solve the family's problem. How do we help them communicate and coordinate a little bit better? So just simple stuff. Again, answers to those 3 questions. Who was there last? Who's going to see her next? How those visits went. Step 2 for us was, well, there's all these great consumer technologies out there. Why don't we bring those to the families we have on our platform and package it neatly so that they can engage with it very freely? So if mom's feeling bad today, boom, we can send her flowers with a couple clicks of a button. And integrating all these existing technologies into a platform that's very easy to digest. And then step 3 for us was, let's bring the providers in a meaningful way. Let's not just slap a logo on it. Let's actually give providers a way to actually to engage with the users in their communities in this electronic form. So giving them ways to contact you, engage with you, all of the above. So the impact on families for us is it's really delivering an overall improved care experience in the community and out. Impact on staff and operations, well, the one big impact is there really isn't that much direct impact on staff at all. No integration required. Takes about 24 hours to get up and running. Staff don't have to participate in the platform at all. It's all family driven, so staff tend to like that they don't have to go through another training on an Epic type system. Scalability, again, like I said, there's no integration required. It takes us about 24 hours to get a facility up and running on this platform. We have dedicated account managers that actually help facilities, executive directors, nurses actually learn the program and scale it out to the families. And also we're not doing long-term contracts, it's a low monthly fee, so it's very, very scalable. Sustainability, we've been doing this for 2 years. We've been very successful in the market already. We've got about 40 to 50 facilities using the platform right now. Thousands of families on the platform using it every day. It's great for a sales partnership, something we're working on now with several large distribution channels. And I think the big thing for us is after a year of actually operating the app, we decided to raise money. Well, we raised money from our current customer base. So we've got several of our current providers in the long-term care community that are actually investors now in our product. And I think at the end of the day for us, the really important piece of all this is while we have a very special relationship with our providers, I think what's most meaningful and the reason we got into the business was to help families, and it was to improve the overall care experience that they have. So at the end of the day, it's those 66 million unpaid family caregivers in the US and that 300 million worldwide that we're really trying to impact. So thank you very much.
So I get the technology, it's really, really engaging. it's a trendy word. What do you do if, in your experience, when you get a bad review on the app? How does the provider get involved with that, or does the provider know? And how is that solution triaged?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's a great question. One of the things we work with providers on is exactly that. That's always the first apprehension. But we don't want to give families another way to talk bad about us. But in reality, they're already, if there is something negative to say, it's going to be said. I think what this does, so to answer your question in two ways, the first way is it's a closed network. This isn't Facebook, right? So that negative comment is for the family, and they're going to have that conversation in a safe place. The second thing we're doing is we're actually working with providers to let families give them that direct feedback so that they can actually take action on it, right? So the big thing now, the other trendy word now is HCAPS. Rather than wait 30 days to hear about something that happened negatively, what if we could deal with it today? What if all we needed to do was give mom warm blankets during the night shift? Rather than wait 30 days to hear about it from CMS, we can actually take action on it. So we're giving that, platform to families and providers. I think it benefits both.
Mike, so the families can get answers to the three questions you described.
Yes.
If they wanted to find out about recent care, changes in care, or what activities mom or dad has participated in, or those kinds of things, can they get that information if it's not entered by the family? It sounds like the family has to provide that, correct?
Yeah, so right now, so again, the quick answer is right now, no. There's no direct from facility to family communication, and there's a lot of reasons we do that, right? We're all familiar with HIPAA and that kind of stuff. So informally, the way it happens is just like communication happens today. Facility calls, primary point of contact, and then that message then gets disseminated to the rest of the family using CareMonster. Version 2.0 of CareMonster, we're actually going to have those hooks in many of the big EMRs that'll allow us to pull activities and visits and that kind of stuff. So it's something we're looking at in the future.
So you talk a lot about engagement and the challenges that families have when they have their loved ones in a community. How do you measure engagement, and what are the you're coming up with whether or not you've succeeded with your benchmarks?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So what we do is we watch activity, and it's engagement now. I think engagement currently is how active is that primary son or daughter? How active can we get them engaged in the community? What we're actually able to do with our platform is not only is it that adult son or daughter anymore that lives in town, but it's the entire family. It's the brother, the sister who live out in California. And we're seeing what we also see too is beyond just that core group, the siblings, we're also seeing that second generation of families start to participate as well. So to go back and answer your question, we measure it by how many family members are associated with each loved one. We call that our loved one ratio. So, and right now we're averaging about four users per loved one, which is pretty good.
The $99 price, or has that been easy so far, or difficult? I mean, it's a pretty low price,
Yeah.
overhead-wise, to run going 40 buildings. Do you think it's a price will go over time, or what do you see on the revenue model?
Yeah, so for us, again, it goes back to what our mission is. So the $99 a month, really at the end of the day, is us just to get the buy-in from the community. Now, eventually we'll have different tiers of that price. So $99 will be an entry, and then there'll be kind of different feature sets at different prices, like the EMR hooks will probably be more expensive. But you saw up there also, as we're engaging families in those other consumer technologies, that presents our other revenue opportunities. So like the Flowers affiliations, we're getting commissions on some of that stuff as well. Yeah. So that becomes, at the end of the day, once we get to critical mass, once we get to 66 million users,
Yeah, we're good.
that's when we'll start making some of our own money.